Hi, I'm Mike Klopmeyer, General Manager at Darwin Perennials. Darwin Perennials is a fairly new company within the Ball Horticultural Corporation. What are we doing? We're focusing on the breeding and product development of new innovative perennials for the North American market. Our goal is to produce and develop perennials that work, that are easy for you as growers to grow, that is also successful for the retailer with high color impact at the retail bench, and then with the consumer performance and hardiness claims. Since hardiness is extremely important for perennials, we want to make sure we have it all right before we bring those products to market. So let's take a look at some of these outstanding items, from seed raised perennials to vegetative or cutting raised perennials. We'll be able to also show you some innovative, fun ways to do mixed combos using perennials and annuals, but give you a general feel for what we're trying to do with Darwin Perennials to bring you the very best for you to be successful in your own business.
Hi everyone, I'm Jerry Gorschels. I'm one of the technical product reps from Pan American Kieft Seed. And today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the Perennial Combos that's coming to you from Kieft Seed. They've been tested and tried in many different locations across North America and Europe as well. What we've done is actually trialed these components being planted together at the same time, and then they literally grow and develop together. So there is no other actions or production measures that you have to do after they're planted themselves. They will naturally come into color, grow, fill in together, and come into bloom all at the same time, so you can just go right out the door with them. One of the more impressive combos would be this yellow Gaillardia. This is Mesa Bright Bicolor. It's just a nice combo of the nice bright colors that you can get with these very minimal labor-intensive combos. Next, I'd like to talk to you about a new product we have coming from Kieft Seed called Sparkle Gara. Sparkle Gara was an All-America Selection winner just last week. So this is one of the latest and greatest new varieties that's coming to you from Kieft Seed. One of the unique attributes is its basal branching and continual flower. This will give you very nice white delicate flowers through the whole season that you can either sell on its own like this in a gallon, or you can work it into mixed combination pots and give you a nice light airy look to your combos. This can be in an annual combo or in a perennial combo. Either one, it will give you the same effect. The next product I'd like to talk to you about is Echinacea Cheyenne Spirit. Echinacea Cheyenne Spirit was actually an All-America Selection winner last year, and it really has hit the marketplace with a very good welcome. What you get with Cheyenne Spirit is a mixture of colors in the oranges, reds, yellows, bronze, whites, and cream colors. So you really get a good selection of colors. I think one of the best ways to sell this would be in a gallon container, and in this particular case we do have 2 plants per pot. But you really do get those very unique compact plants with the very warm colors in Cheyenne Spirit. The next product I'd like to talk to you about is Delphinium chinensis Diamonds Blue. This product has been out on the market for a few years now, but it's gaining in popularity every year, I think primarily because of the electric blue flower color on the plant itself. It is on a very well branched plant, and the flowers actually don't have the spur on the back, so the flowers actually look up at you, giving you more color at point of sale and also in the garden itself. This is a very winter hardy perennial. This will go from zone 5 to zone 9, so you really have a nice wide range of overwinter hardiness on this. And year after year, the plants just remain strong and steady and keep on coming back. It is a nice reliable perennial, Delphinium chinensis Diamonds Blue. Digitalis Dalmatian series. Digitalis Dalmatian is actually a very unique series with 5 colors. The 3 colors that were introduced last year, cream, rose, and peach, were very unique colors to the Digitalis species. Now we actually have a new improved purple and white that matches the other 3 colors that we're introducing this year. So within the last 2 years, you really have a brand new series that we're introducing into the Digitalis class. One thing I want to mention about the Digitalis Dalmatian series is it is an F1 hybrid, and it's very programmable. So what you can do is actually set a weekend on when you want to bring this into color and then program it for that weekend. Unlike the open pollinated species where you actually had a wider range of flowering, you'll have a very tight flowering window on all of these. So you can schedule 200 for this weekend, 200 for that weekend, and go on from there. So it is very reliable and it's very programmable. Gaillardia Mesa series has 3 colors in the series. There's a bright bicolor, which is a very unique contrast of yellow and bronze. There's also a nice bright yellow that was an All-America Selection winner 3 years ago. The new color this year is Mesa Peach. Very, very unique color that really rounds out the series. They all are very, very well compact plants and continually flowering throughout most of the summer. So you really get a nice full season color on these. They're nice large flowers that you can put in mixed containers or either sell in containers by themselves, whether it be a quart, a 6-inch, or a gallon item. So they really are quite versatile, and they do have that very, very nice large daisy type flower that the consumers can relate to. So that's Gaillardia Mesa series. The new one is Peach. For more information, visit keefseed.com. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Fred with Darwin Plants, and today I would like to talk to you about bare-root perennials, and I would like to show you some highlights of new introductions we have for next year. And I also would like to show you some of the typical bare-root items that you cannot do as a liner but has to be done from a bare-root. So first, if we go to the new items, over here I do have a very nice Simius fuga black negligee, which has dark foliage. And the good thing about this variety is that if you compare it to the other dark foliage Simius fugas, this one actually grows very nicely and does not have problems with branching. Just performs very well as a Simius fuga. So that's one new one. Then the next one, just want to show you this one. This is Peony White Sarah Bernard. You are all familiar with the regular Sarah Bernard, which is pink, which is an old-fashioned variety that everyone knows. And now we have a white version, and we also have a red version. So this is a very good addition to the bare-root perennial market. Another thing I would like to talk to you about is astilbes. This is Astilbe Rhythm and Blues. In the past we had a lot of old-fashioned Astilbes like Van Naal and Deutschland and Red Sentinel, which did not have a long shelf life. And these varieties, the music series, have a long shelf life because they are Chinensis types. That means that they tolerate the heat a lot better, they're much stronger in the sun, so they hold up much better than the old-fashioned types. So very important new introductions. Then just want to highlight to you that we have typical bare-root items that you should not or cannot do from a liner. I just talked to you about the Astilbes over here, the music series, but all those new Astilbes. So you want to do this from a bare-root and not from a liner. Peonies is exactly the same story. It's not available as liner. You really have to do as a bare-root plant, which is good. Simius fuga the same way. So there are several varieties that you have to do as a bare-root and you cannot do as a liner. Take for example Ligularia Britt Marie Crawford. It's a very popular variety and the only way you can do that is as a bare-root. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Joan Mazat, one of the business managers here at the Ball Seed Company, and I have the privilege to be the head of the Container Solutions Committee. So with that, we get to work on perennial container solutions, which is really exciting, utilizing the best of the Darwin products. You'd be amazed at how well perennials do indeed work in mixed combos, and it gives you a look and feel that you can't get anywhere else. A couple of items that I like to work with from Darwin, particularly the Gara Beliza Dark Pink. It does a great presentation and it mixes well with other colors, particularly the Dianthus Everlast Lilac with Eye. It works out really well because you can pick up the colors and they play together, and we set it off with a little Lismachia just for that pop of color. So it gives you something that you cannot get anywhere else with any other type of annuals, and it's really exciting. With perennial containers, you do have to keep in mind that they do stage. They are perennials, so perennials bloom early, mid, and late. We tried to use as many as the first year flowering perennials as possible to give an excellent price point for the container, give you that interest, and give you that full color. This year we've added on a splash of annual color, and the baby dock petunia will stay controlled. So you can get an interesting look using annuals and perennials if necessary. The Celestial Blue Moon Viola. Can't live without it. It's a perennial container staple. Here we are, June 19th, and this plant was gorgeous for weeks, and it's still going to be beautiful for quite some time because they have some excellent staying power within the container, within the garden, within your great summer item. The Delphinium Desante Blue, that is a great seed delphinium, first year flowering. Very excited about it. You can get a great height on the delphinium, but yet you don't get the flop and the thick stem that you might get with other types of delphinium, particularly in a container. It's very important that the plants stay, you want a height element, but not so wacky that it's still able to be rackable and shippable for your customers. And again, these containers were all created utilizing 102 liners for the most part, all first year flowering. How we did all the containers is basically planting them at the end of March, keeping them in a very cold greenhouse with approximately 55 degree night temperatures, a slow release fertilizer incorporated into the soil, and then basically ignored. Water as necessary. They were then put outside on the driveway behind ball and left to the elements. And so if it got cold, it got cold. If it was windy, it got windy. No particular pruning, pinching, PGRs, or anything else done to them. And voila, we have some gorgeous perennial containers for you. So we hope this will be a nice solution for your customers and a different opportunity for them to be profitable. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Carl Botchke. I'm Product Development Manager for Darwin Perennials. And today I'd like to talk to you about some of our exciting new perennials that we're bringing to market in North America. The first thing I'd like to talk about is a new Heliopsis called Sunstruck. Now most Heliopsis are tall and kind of lanky in the garden and in containers. Sunstruck is the most compact and floriferous of the Heliopsis on the market, and we know it's going to be a winner with growers and at retail. The next product that I'd like to talk about is a new series of Achillea. This series of Achillea is called New Vintage, and part of the reason why we called it New Vintage is because the flowers maintain their color even as they age. In fact, some would say they get better, just like a fine wine. This variety is called New Vintage Violet. We also have a variety called New Vintage Red, Rose, and White. So we have 4 colors in the series. They're very compact, very free flowering. They rebloom all summer long, and it's an excellent Zone 4, Zone 5 perennial. The next variety I'd like to talk about is an outstanding new compact Monarda called Balmy Purple. Why did we call it balmy? Not because of balmy seas or balmy breezes, but because the common name on Monarda is bee balm, and we wanted to play off of that in kind of a fun way. So Balmy Purple is a nice deep rich purple. It's very early flowering, and as you can see from this container, very compact, so it works excellent for growers and very good for today's gardens. We've got another group of products I'd like to talk about, which are our Carnival series of Heuchera. We introduced 7 colors a year ago. We have 2 new varieties for this year. One of them is Rose Granita. This is one of my favorites. And as you can see, it has excellent leaf size. So in a mixed container again, beautiful in place. These are all, again, a Zone 4 hardy perennial, excellent in the heat. So that's our Carnival series, and we have 9 beautiful colors right now. And then we'll move on to a variety that we introduced last year that I'm very proud of called Super Blue Lavender. This is an English lavender, hardy to Zone 4-5. And as you can see, large flowers, in fact, the largest flowers of any English lavender on the market, but in a very, very nice contained habit. The flower stems are short, so it maintains its flower very close to the foliage. These do very well in heat and humidity as well as in cold temperatures. So this is an English lavender, an angustifolia, so very hardy. Some other new lavenders that we have, we've got a new compact lavender called Luxurious. Very free flowering. It does really well in quarts and gallons. This is a Spanish lavender, so typically these are hardy to Zone 6 in a dry climate, 7 in a wet climate, but an excellent patio plant if you're a northern grower who needs to have something for patios that's aromatic. These will bloom nearly all summer long on a patio. And then another variety we're very excited about is called Anouk Supreme. And Anouk Supreme is a variety that again holds up to the weather, holds up to the heat and humidity, but also it's very long flowering and free flowering. This plant has been in bloom for about 3 months, and it's going to continue to bloom for another 2 or 3 months. Well, that's it for our new varieties for this round. Again, my name is Carl Botchke, and thank you very much.
My name's Tom Foley. I'm the supply chain manager for ball ornamentals. I wanted to show you a few of our products that we're very excited about. The hydrangea pistachio is being offered as a vernalized product out of both of those suppliers in a 4-inch pot for availability in April and May of next year. It's a nice crop in that it's vernalized, so it'll finish in about 10 to 12 weeks. It has beautiful tricolored flowers of red, blue, green, and it blooms all the way from the spring until fall with a very good strong reblooming. Our second product is Petite Flutterby Blue Heaven. Blue Heaven is offered as an unrooted cutting out of Flora Expo, as well as a 32 and a 72 cell plug out of Cottage Hill and Tuttle Creek growers. Blue Heaven, what we really like about it is that it blooms from late spring all the way through fall. It's compact, being about 2.5 to 3 feet tall in the landscape, hardy from zone 10 all the way up to zone 5. Please contact your Ball Seed sales rep, visit ballseed.com, or visit ballornamentals.com for more information.
Hello again. Well, how did you like those new genetics and new products from Darwin Perennials? We're excited to bring you the very best in the industry. We've started from a strong base. We've got a strong team in place to bring outstanding products to you and your retailer and consumer customers. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact me or other members of my Darwin Perennials team, or go to darwinperennials.com for further information. Thanks again, and we appreciate your business.